Okay, we're going to do this one first, which is backwards, but hey, you know me, sometimes I don't do things the right way. It's Joan Johnston's Sinful. Now, as you notice, there's no marks in the book, but I'm going to read the back preface to you. I don't think she's got... Well, there's a little bit of a long prologue, but I think I'm just going to read my notes that I put on Facebook and then leave it up to you guys, but I'm going to give it a rating and leave you wanting to read this book because it's great. While he seeks a haven, she searches for a place to call home. After a tragic accident leaves Delta Sergeant Connor Flynn a widower, he faces the toughest fight of his life, battling his in-laws for the custody of his 2 young children. To win, he'll need a make-believe bride to take care of his kids while he runs his Wyoming ranch. To take care of the okay, who better than a woman he already knows and likes? His late wife's best friend? Ruthlessly forced from her home by her powerful father, King Greyhawk, Eve needs somewhere to go. And so does her wild herd of mustangs she rescued. Connor's offer sounds like the answer to a prayer, but Eve has guilty secrets she guarded for years. She's always been in love with Connor, now forced to live under the same roof as her heart's desire. Eve must hide the love that has never died, while Connor vows to resist his growing need for a woman who has forbidden fruit during his marriage. Can 2 lonely people, set adrift by fate and haunted by guilt, find redemption in healing embrace of love? This is totally a Hatfield and McCoy between the 2 families, and well, it gets even more complicated. They had a crush on each other, afraid to act on it, and if it's each other, afraid to act on it, she set her best friend up with him, not thinking they would ever overcome barriers of family dislike. Oh, years have passed, and he comes home from service time, and his wife, the best friend, dies in a car wreck. He had 2 kids with his best friend, his wife. He had 2, I should have put on there, he had 2 kids with the best friend's wife. And now he doesn't want to lose his kids, so he needs a wife. And she's in a situation where her dad has his long-lost son home and promised the son the family home. So her and her wild mustangs need a new home. He runs a ranch for wounded veterans, and he sees, and wounded veterans, and I can't even read what I put tonight. That's bad. He makes a marriage of compromise. She can live on the farm and her mustangs if they marry, so he can keep his kids. It's one of the best books I ever read, and I keep saying that. There's a great part in this book that I didn't make a note on. They attend the church where his family goes to church, and one of the older ladies walks up and hands her, Eve, the late wife's diary, which is odd, right? Because you would think the woman would have handed it over to Connor, but there's a reason why she does it. I'm going to leave you wanting to read this book to find out why, and I guarantee you won't regret it. I give this book an off-the-charts 30. That's my highest rating I've ever given a book. That tells you something. Read this book.